I would say communication is key.
Oh my God,
That's detailed. That's a detailed phrase. I've never heard that way. The 23's team is young. They're like kids. They're like 16. I just left one in this. It was so naughty. So uncharacteristic.
Messi's better. I prefer Ronaldo because to me it's like they're both good.
I would say Ronaldo though.
Just in general, night in or night out.
Night in, man. I just play my PlayStation. I love the game. I was always playing football, but they wanted me to stay.
It's funny that you say that.
Vlogged every week. I was like, you'll never catch me at Tooting ever. This club is rubbed out. Like,
Who was the best player you played with at Tooting?
That's their Champions League, bro. I want to be able to stretching in the corridor, bro. Guildford really revived my love for the game.
Hello guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Penalty Spot podcast. Now I know what you're thinking, what am I doing here in a studio with my own podcast? And to be honest, I don't even know myself, but I'm trying something and let's see how it goes. All you need to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Today, on the first ever episode, I've got a really special guest, someone who I've been following for a long time, someone who I admire plenty, and someone who I think is going to be good vibes today, and that is
flattering.
Jaiden Chang Brown?
Yep. Jaiden Chang Brown, JC, Ivor.
There we go. How you doing, brother?
No, I'm good, man. I'm blessed, man. My first podcast as well, so it's a great opportunity to just, you know what I mean, like, have a chat about life, man. Why not, man?
I think we've had a good start, to be fair. We had a little conversation beforehand that probably could have gone into it, to be fair. But yeah, so I'm just going to start with 10 quick fire questions. Yeah. Get to know you, the people get to know you on a deep level, anything they don't know already. First one, age and current club.
Age, I'm 20 years old and I play for Guildford City.
See. What foot are you?
Right-footed.
Footballing pet peeve. Now, can I just say mine quickly to get out of the way? Anyone that wears short sleeves and gloves gets on my nerves, bro.
Ooh, have I done that? I don't think I've done that.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I might have done it once or twice.
Why though?
You know what it is? Because I feel like the arms...
I'm not hearing it.
If you've got a tight fit, show the arms and then the gloves for the hands. I feel like your arms don't really get that cold.
But that's just put Under Armour on and put the gloves on.
You know what I've seen? The most wicked thing I've seen. I've seen a brother, yeah. He even, I don't even want to say his name yet. He has shown up to games and he's used socks as sleeves on both arms. Cut socks.
On an NBA thing?
Yeah, NBA one. But on both arms.
Do you know who does that?
It's wild.
Restrepo used to play for #United.
Yeah. No, but he's got like, there's a professional.
Yeah,
he's got socks.
I don't rate, that's
and
weird.
And the cut socks, he's got both on both arms though, it's crazy. On both arms is wild. That's an old one.
Is that your footballing pet peeve?
My footballing pet peeve is, what is my footballing pet peeve? I don't know. Oh no, I do have a footballing pet peeve. People that moan too much. I complain, but like I think there's some people that like complain too much, like to a point where it's just jarring. And also as well, I hate people with attitude as well. Like I don't mind if you complain like things are normal.
Everyone moans.
But like I hate bad attitude. I hate arrogance. I think
what throwing the arms are.
Yeah, arrogance, not gonna run, not gonna work hard for the team. Like things are not going my way. I'm bothering it off. Like I'm not about that. So I like people that work hard. And arrogance. It's just, I hate playing with people with arrogance. And I have done on multiple occasions. And those are the worst types of players as well. Unless you're Hazard, which in non-league and even in pro, you're not. Like the attitude thing, I don't rate it still, personally.
Best goal you've ever scored?
Oh, I've scored one screamer.
What, just one?
I have done, yeah. I scored the one screamer. We were playing against Precision Academy Reading one time. This is when I was the first year at Tooting. They were a good side. They were playing Youth Alliance. That's like National League.
Yeah.
National League.
Like Welling United.
Yeah. So they've got a lot of good sides, like Step 1 clubs in there. Precision Academy Reading one time. They smashed us at home one time, 6-0. But obviously, when you're at Tooting, there was like 3 teams, but the gaffer didn't think they were cold, innit? We've played them and they've just chasing shadows. They've moved to us. So then when we played them at their place, we've got the hitters, innit? Like the actual squad that's sick, innit? So obviously it was 2-1 at half time. We've played well in the first half. Like we're lighting them up, innit? Then the ball's like, someone's crossed the ball in the box, someone's heading it out, and then it's come to me on the edge. I've hit it like half volley, like cracked it. It's flown bins and it's just limbs, hot sunny day.
Did you go mental?
Bro, I went mental, bro. I was mad, like, mate, I'm literally picturing that video. Like, if I could find it, I'll show you. That was my greatest goal I've scored. Like, unreal. And it was like an important goal. Because sometimes you score bangers like in a friendly or in like a game that means nothing. That game actually, like, we need to win that game to win the league. So like, Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was a meaningful goal as well. So yeah, I would say that's probably my best goal I've scored.
Dream holiday destination?
Oh, I would probably say, you know, the Maldives, something nice, something
Oh,
sunny.
don't say that.
Oh, it's a cliche. Okay, I'll change. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, go on.
You know what I say is it's maybe like Mexico or something like that. Like for me, I'm
Cancun and that.
Yeah, Cancun one. Like I'm just sun vibes.
But they're saying you got to be careful when you go to Mexico.
Yeah.
That's why I'd never go to Brazil.
Yeah.
I might go to Brazil.
No, but I've heard Brazil's hot around there. Like, but the thing is with me, I'm just on a resort thing, and bake. If there's unlimited food and a sunbed, I'm
You're coaching.
Yeah, mate, I'm coaching there, mate. Can't lie.
Win the Ballon d'Or or the World Cup?
Ooh,
I know where I'm going.
That's a good question.
England till I die, mate.
I'm not even England till I die.
Bro, England till I die, bro.
I don't even hate watching England. I just think England are dead. But we'll dive into to England. But I would probably say, I say Ballon d'Or. You know, at the end of the day,
cut, man.
No, I say Ballon d'Or because at the end of the day, you got to think about it, bro. Like, football's a business, bro. These man don't like. If you win the Ballon d'Or, you are the best player, regardless of who you're playing for.
England
you are the best player in the world, bro.
England till I die.
Like the politics, I'm not here for it still. And you know what's funny? I actually do not support international football. I don't.
I've got too many. I've got a friend who's exactly like you. I just don't rate it.
Why not? What do you mean why not?
Why not?
No, I did go to watch England, yeah. And that was like, it was fun.
But is it not like when Bellingham scores that last minute goal, does that not like...
No, that was unreal. Was I out that day? Wait, when did we play Spain in the final? I remember I was out at...
I was on holiday.
I was on a rooftop bar with some of my mates. Like, it was mad. Like, obviously, we went out for the final. When he scored... Have you scored the... It was him that scored the equaliser in the final. Someone scored the equaliser in the final.
Cole scored the equaliser in the final.
Cole Palmer, mate, in there went mental. And then, obviously, that when we lost, like...
We broke
you could hear the silence on the streets.
Yeah,
just like,
it was nuts, man.
Everyone wanted to get...
Yeah.
It was just mad. Like, honestly, I remember that day.
Best footballing phrase?
Best footballing phrase? Oh, squeaky bum time, maybe.
That's top.
Or just, I like spin it. Or just DLs as well. No, DLs.
DLs is top.
Or keep it, no. Keep it local. Keep it local is the greatest football. I genuinely think that.
Do you keep it local though?
No, I keep it local. And I think me and my mate actually create keep it local because, like, bro,
oh please, man,
that is the most beautiful phrase. Just keep it local. Just means just keep it close. Like, play.
Yeah.
Just give it to a mate. Lend it to a friend. Lend it to someone. But there's some players that can't keep it local. And you know what I've realized about football as well? If you can't keep it local, don't try to. There's some people
that's not your game. If that's not your game, that's fine.
Play your game.
That's fine.
I always tell players, do what you're good at. Like, if you're good at shelling it, just shell it.
Frankie Major.
Yeah. If you're good at shelling it, just shell it. Like, there's one player in my team, like, I love him, he's our skipper. I always tell him he's not the best at keeping it. So I always say, you know what, bro, like, do what you're good at. Like, don't, because the rest of us, like, some of us are good at keeping it local. Doesn't mean it's not your game. Don't do it. Yeah.
If you can't afford Balenciagas.
Like, know your ability as well. Cause, like, for example, I'm not gonna go and make a third man run. Because I'm not gonna make it back. So I'm not gonna make a third man run. I know my ability, I'm not good at. But you know what I mean? You gotta know your ability. But keep it local or DLs. Because some people have horrible DLs. Deals on the pass.
Does that wind you up?
That's a footballing pet peeve as well. Like, for example,
that one's right.
Let's say you're passing the ball to me and you're passing it to the wrong foot. Just a small little deal.
Do you know what? I had one the other day training before the final.
Yeah, okay.
Training before the final. We're playing like a possession practice. Person on my team, Seb, I'm calling you out. He's gone to clip it. He's mishit and dragged it.
Yeah.
And then he's gone for me. Like, oh, Josh, you should be alert to that. But I'm saying, like, that's just awful technique. It's just awful technique. My favourite footballing phrase, it's one that I would say to, like, opposition player would be, if they try give it, whose place in the start 11 have you nicked today?
Yeah. That's detailed. That's a detailed phrase. I've never heard that one.
Wait, that's top, by the way.
That is top. No, that's rattled though. I don't get rattled on the pitch though. I don't get rattled.
I can get massively rattled.
I don't think. No. I have got rattled once, but that's because I feel like when you come back from injury, separately. I remember we played all the shot at home. I just came back from injury.
Yeah.
I'm playing 23s, by the way.
Yeah.
And I've been playing. Bear in mind, I've just come off a trial at Salford City at the start of the season, and I'm playing step 523s.
Say it, play it.
So I'm already having an issue with where I'm at.
Your head's hot.
So obviously I'm playing all the shot guys. But the thing is, at Abbey Rangers, the 23s team is young. They're like kids. They're like 16. Like, these are actually kids that are proper young, innit?
Yeah.
And then you have some of these older guys, like, they're not really older, but they're like 18, 19, like my age, innit? Trying to get at the young one. I'm like, you man are not bad like that. Do you get it? Like, these are just regular youths, innit? But the worst thing was because the kids in my team were young. It was like they're not on it. Like they think, oh, these men are older, so they're a little bit shook in it. So I've got mad heady. Like one of them tried to grab me in the box, innit? But he's tried the pull and the push and pull. She's tried the push and pull. Like, I'm not on that, innit? But don't start with me.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm not on the. I want to play football and let's be happy, innit? So he's done a pull and pull to me in the box. I'm like, cool. So he's run off here. So I've run behind him. And I've just left one in this. It was so naughty, so uncharacteristic of me. I was heady. Like,
it's not
uncharacteristic. It's not my character, guys. Don't shoot me, please. It's not my character. But I've just got a left one as a kid. I've just scraped him, and I dodged the red because I told the ref I didn't hear what he said. Sure. Yeah, so
let's rattle through the next few. Yeah. Messi, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. And don't look at me like I don't know ball. The stats, and all around
the advanced metrics back
player.
Messi.
I'm not talking about.
Do you know what I will say? I'll say this. Messi's better.
Yeah.
I prefer Ronaldo.
Yeah.
They're both great. Whenever I'm teaching and the kid asks me,
you teach, your teacher?
Yeah,
so
teacher.
Mate, appreciate that. Common ground.
You got to stick together.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Whenever they ask me, I say Messi's better. I prefer Ronaldo. They're both great. Because to me, it's like they're both here.
I would say Ronaldo though, just because I just prefer him. And you know what's funny? Yeah. I was my brother and my dad always used to have a rivalry back when I was younger. My brother was Real and my dad was Barca. They used to always play FIFA against each other, same teams. And then from then, I always was with my brother. I was like, Real was it. Yeah. So I've always liked Ronaldo more than Messi. Although, game recognised game, both unreal players, to be honest. Like you got to love them both for the time they were here, to be honest.
Who do you support?
United. Yeah.
Tough times.
You know what's funny? But I don't really, I don't watch football anymore because United have ruined my joy for the game. Like, with the moment they sold Fred and McTominay, football's gone downhill from there.
Are you backing Fred McTominay?
Yeah, no, I'm backing Fred.
You're backing McFred?
Separately. Bro, McTominay's
better than Fred though.
Fred was like budget Kante. Like, that's who you get. If you want a Kante, you buy Fred. You ain't got the money for Kante. Sure. But I'm telling you, Fred was a player. Like, people don't respect Fred.
Fred was okay.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Fred on his day, he was okay.
No, but you know,
on average, he was poor. No, if we're being real. If we're being real.
Though. But I like Hart though.
But I like Hart. The Heart can only get you so far. Heart's not going to win you league titles.
I miss
the Heart's not going to win you league titles.
Wait, wouldn't take league titles.
Wait, he wouldn't scratch Paul Scholes.
In terms of what?
Just in general.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean.
That's the standard of your club. And you talk about Fred.
Energy.
Please, man.
So, you know what's funny? Yeah, environment. I'm saying environment. Put him in.
Fred put him in those squads
with Scholes. Are you mad?
Oh, shut up, man.
No, you mad?
Well, Keno, Scholesy.
Scholes, you don't run. Scholes, you don't run. You just get Fred to do the running.
Last one, night in or night out?
Night in, man. I'm a proper. Contrary to my videos, yeah. People probably think I'm mad outgoing. I'm a proper quiet guy. Like, I like to chill.
Yeah.
My off days are probably. I might be at home. I might read my Bible. I might chill. Might watch something. I just play my PlayStation.
Just a low-key chill guy.
Yeah, man. I don't really go out too much.
Yeah.
Even when I was like doing the going out and doing the night outs and that, I didn't really go out too much. That wasn't really my thing. Yeah, I'm a chill guy and I just like to chill out yard, really and truly.
So tell me about like your early life, your footballing roots. Where did the love come from? Like your first like footballing memory, really.
Yeah. So I would say I started playing football from quite young. Yeah. My granddad, I think, instilled... Well, to be fair, my granddad, my older brother, my dad, all the footballers, they instilled that in me from when I was young. Obviously, my granddad passed away when I was quite young. He passed away when I was around 6, 7. But that they instilled me, like, my proper footballing roots. I loved the game. I was always playing football. What I used to do, my mum used to hate it, right? I used to... I don't think anyone does this. Does anyone do this? Like, do you imagine... You're playing football, but there's no football in front of you, but you're running around your house like you're playing football. Like, my mum used to think I was a weirdo, yeah, and I still do it sometimes now. Like you don't you walk around your house, you just like
you chuck yourself a step over.
But like for me, like when I'm a winger. Like I'm imagining myself scoring 30 goals. Like I'm cutting inside and slapping one. Like I'm proper. And I do it realistically. I'm like. Playoffs final, I've cut inside and slapped one bin. Yeah, bins, and I've celebrated with fans. There's 1,000 in the ground, and I'm there. It's limbs.
Small ground.
Yeah.
What playoff is this?
Playoff.
Which playoff is this did you have?
Ishmael Prem. Step 2. Yeah.
Not championship.
Nah, not champs. Yeah, but I've got to keep it local. I've got to keep it local in all areas. I'm not there yet. I've got to keep it local to me. Yeah, what I'm saying. So.
What was your first? What was your first position? Your first club, and your what's your funniest memory? Because obviously you all have those like wearing the wrong boots, turning up in the wrong kit. Like, what was
my funniest memory? So people don't know. I actually started off as a striker. This is why it's crazy. So I was a bagsman when I was younger.
What's
like
happened?
if the man them know that I used to play with me when I was younger, they know I was a striker. When that's why when I was 6, 7, 8, I was a striker. I remember the first game I pulled up and I had all white Umbros, all studded boots. I came to the match late, I bagged the hat trick. And I done this celebration, I done 3-3. I remember that like it was yesterday.
Are you Lamine Yamal though?
No, I'm not. I'm not a Lamine thing. But Lamine Yamal wasn't even born that them time there, bro. He wasn't even thought about. And I was doing this one here. You get me? So that's for me. I was a striker and I used to bag goals. And then I actually signed for Watford when I was... My Sunday League team when I was under 7 was unreal. It was peak. Like we were sick. And then we got invited to play a showcase game against Watford. And three of us got signed. My boy now, who's at a Millwall Championship. My other boy now, who's training to be a pilot randomly. That's a proper cool guy. And then obviously me. Nuts. So all of us three, we all signed for Watford. I signed as a striker, right? That's and crazy. Obviously it's mad, innit? Like, and then obviously Watford was a 2-hour journey, 4 days a week. You had Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday training, match on Sunday.
Is this as an under 7?
Under 7s, under 8s now. So going into under 8s, right? And it was like, obviously the one thing that helped is that mum drived. All of our mums and parents drived in it, so they'd share the load in it. But after that, it just got my 2 boys didn't like it there. Like my boys were fighting the youths there, and that it was crazy. Obviously, like I said, I'm a quiet guy in it, so I don't beef, I don't fight. But one thing, my boys, they're more like on the scrapping thing. They're more from ends in it, so they didn't like. There was a keeper called Sam. I remember him. He's just a regular youth. But he was like quite big in it because he was a keeper. Yeah. But like. My boy Raj wanted to fight him every week. Like, it was just
what, did he try and throw his weight around?
Yeah, just, you know what I mean? Like, just, it's funny because kids are, they're still, do you know what I mean? But obviously, like, they didn't know that we were from ends, innit? So they just think, oh, who are these, like, these black youths that are coming up into our area, bro? These men were not having it, bro. But obviously, I wanted to stay. Like, I enjoyed it. Obviously, I wasn't playing striker there. Funny enough, I was playing centre mid defence where I'm playing now. But when you're younger, you don't want to play the position that they tell you want to play where you want to play. You're so young. That's why sometimes I feel like it's a bit weird. I don't think personally I'd sign my kid up for an academy at so young because it kind of ruins the fun of the game. Like I'm training 4 times a week. I'm getting like nutrition plans.
What was that like obviously as an 8-year-old going into a professional environment, training 4 times a week, that travel compared to like, obviously you rock up on a Saturday or a Sunday, you're playing with your mates, having a bit of fun.
I remember it being quite serious. Like, for example, small things. Like, you see, one thing I love about Sunday League is a community thing. You have mums on the sidelines shouting. You have parents fighting on the sidelines. Yeah,
it's all going on.
And obviously, my Sunday team, it was like a family. Everyone knew each other. Like, everyone there went college or something. Everyone was interconnected somehow. Yeah. So all the mums would come. It would be vibes on the sidelines. And then go into, in academy, you can't make no noise on the sideline. It's just silent. Yeah, so my mum's just there, like... Yeah. The vibes weren't there, and it's more serious. I'm like, when you're young, you want to play a position, so you play there. I've gone from bagging every week. I'm scoring hat tricks, 4 or 5s every week, to then saying, go play centre half because you're good at football. So I'm just like, bro, I don't want to play centre half.
Do you know what I did? I did that a lot to some of the kids that I coach. Yeah, I'll put them back because they're more technically able. You want to get them on the ball more, and obviously at centre half.
I do the same as well, but then it's like sometimes you don't want to ruin their joy for the game. Like, if you want to play striker, play striker. So obviously, I was there for a year. Obviously, my 2 boys wanted to leave, and then I didn't want to. I wanted to stay, but they were a key part of me staying because of the journey. Like, my mum's not driving. I've got 4 siblings that live with me in it, so
so she
can't be doing like that's like 12 hours of driving a week. Like, it's peak. You get what I'm trying to say? So,
what was the environment like? Obviously, did you find it obviously difficult setting? You went with your 3 boys.
Yeah.
Was it difficult to set in straight away? Like you said, you were fighting. Is that, or not you, but...
I thought, to be fair, I think it was different for us. Yeah. Like, we weren't used to those kind of, the kids that were there. Like, we were just used to guys in the ends, kicking the ball on the estate and XYZ. Yeah. So it was a bit different for us. But also, there was a few guys that were like, they weren't from ends, but they were just like cultured, you know what I mean? So they were cool, like, we'll call some of the family, but then there was a few of the boys there that we didn't particularly like, innit? But I think that's what football's like that at any team. No one's going to like everyone, but when you're young like that, you're not thinking about the team or the greater good. You're also not thinking about your career. Like, if I had the mindset that I had now, I don't think any of us would have left. Like, none of us would have left there. We would have tried to stay there. Because it's funny because a lot of the boys that were there when we were there all signed pros there. Like, that under 8 group stayed. No one really left other than maybe a few, but most of them stayed. Most of them ended up getting pros or played 21s there. Yeah. So, but then obviously from then, I left. But then that's where kind of football took a bit of a turn for the worst. my granddad passed away, and obviously my granddad was like a big part of my career.
Yeah.
And then when he passed away, I gained a lot of weight, so I got fat basically, pretty much. Short and simple, I got fat. Yeah, and then obviously lost the legs. I wasn't fast no more. Got kind of pushed back to actually playing midfield, centre half. I did play in a place called Carl Shorten Little League. If anyone's played there before, it's like a Saturday community league. Like me and my boy, that's at Ra, we just flipping demolished that league. Like every week, like, we were beating teams 90-0. Like we wouldn't pass anyone, we'd only pass each other. But like we just literally walked for everyone, and it was that's when we just left. We just left Watford. So we're academy players that left because we didn't like it there. Like we used to go there every on a Saturday, just literally just destroy it. It was we used to violate. Like we score corners and that. We just like we get the ball from goal kicks. Like we get the ball from centre half and we just run straight from kick-off. We just get the ball, you roll it to me, we just run. We wouldn't even pass back. We just run straight at them. It was nuts. And then playing Sunday League, had a trial at Colchester when I was like year 10. I was decent in school, to be fair, but then again, I think it was physically I wasn't there, man. Physically, I went from being fat to losing lots of weight, but I never went gym.
Yeah.
So I went from being really big to really skinny. I never was physically there, man, until obviously signing for Tooting, and then that's where kind of my non-league journey.
Which is a massive part of it as well in terms of for any young footballers and anyone going on trial. Physically, obviously, such a massive aspect to the game, and you can never really forecast what someone's going to look like or what their body's going to develop into. A lot of the time, we get injuries and stuff is because our body's still growing. Yeah, and young players do struggle sort of with that part of it, and that can sort of really, I'm struggling not to swear, can mess people up in that sense. In the sense of like, you go from being really, really good, and then all of a sudden you grow like 2-3 inches in the summer, and then your body struggles to adapt. Yeah,
to be fair, that was me. Like I had bad knees. Yeah. I've always had bad knees since I probably year 9 when I got a growth spurt. Knees were bad. Kind of hurt my mobility a bit because it was already bad, but then it just got a bit worse. I just got taller. Do you know what I mean? So, but again, it's part of the game, and it's like, but then what I had the height, but I didn't have the athletic ability that some people get when they get taller. For example, there's loads of people that were pro. Like, you know that when you were like year 7 and year 8 and you had like people that look like they have kids on a mortgage, like you play against them and they're just
full beard,
they're just old, just old face, just angry, old, just bare fast, just like, do you know what I mean? And those are the players that clubs looked at because I don't know if it's true, but apparently pro clubs look for BBQs, big, black and quick. Don't quote me on this, but I've heard it through a grapevine.
Oh, this apparently, guy, man.
I'm saying someone, I swear, I'm not even trolling. I've heard that they look for players that are big, black and quick. Yeah. Because one, you can't train athleticism. So they're tall, they're very fast, they're athletic, they can change direction really fast. But you can coach them to play football. Yeah. So you have the best athletically, and then you bring them in, you teach them how to play football properly, and go from there. And then they become a world beater.
What was, because I want to get onto Tooting and Mitcham, sort of get into that phase, but obviously in year 10, what was that like in terms of, in comparison to Watford? I know it would have been quite a while ago. Yeah. But what was the environment like, the culture? Obviously, Watford is, I think it's a Cat 1 now. Yeah. Obviously, Colchester is a little bit lower, maybe Cat 2. Was there any differences in like the facilities, the training programs,
to be fair, I remember when I went into Colchester, like, I only went on trial there, innit? So I was on trial there. I think I played 3 games there. And when I went there, like the pitch was carpet. Because they didn't have a academy and they had like a one facility, so everyone trained at the same place. So we were training at the first team ground. The pitches were like carpet. It was beautiful. So I went there. Also going from Sunday League to playing that, the pitches were like carpet. Went there, played. It's so funny because my boy, it's so funny how careers can change because me and him both went in, he got binned off after the first match. They didn't want him there. And he was playing like left wing. But he had something similar to me, knee injury. So he couldn't run properly. So me and him had the same growth spurt and he couldn't run properly for a long, long time. And they didn't want him. But they wanted me to stay. Played like 2 matches there. But the thing is, my mum was like, you can't sign here because it was in year 10, year 11 and my mum's an academic. She's like, get your work done. That's especially in secondary school, that's standard. Do you know what I mean? So obviously going up to Essex is another one where mum can't commit to that. Travel's crazy, like, you know what I mean? And mum can't commit to that because obviously you can't put one kid above the rest of your kids. Like obviously my other siblings do other things like acting or whatever they do to get it. So she can't just put all of her eggs into me,
Yeah.
which is obviously very, very understandable. Went there, I think I played well. I remember one of the players asking where I was, because I didn't have intention to sign. I kind of went there to see
What it was like.
my level. Well, that's what I was told. And then people were like, oh, where did you go? X, Y, Z. Because I was playing well. Like I remember like I kicked the captain out of the team. I remember he was playing DM,
Yeah.
And when you I'm telling you, see, academy is so spiteful because people don't want to you don't want to get your spot taken. So when man was looking at me in the change room, I remember him. I think his name was Ellis. I remember what he looked like. But yeah, I tell you, they like me because I remember like I came in first game, came off the bench. Then in the third, I played another game, and in the third game he got dropped, and I was starting in the DM in it, and you could tell he just looked like I was like game to game, bro. Do you know what I mean, bro? Train harder. Do you know what I mean? Don't be angry at me.
Nah, to be fair, it's funny that you say that, coach us or carpet, because I went to play there. I went to play in the stadium, and I got to be honest, one of the worst I've ever played in.
Is it? Bad?
Yeah, it was bad. Obviously, it was late in the season, like May.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Pitch was dry.
No maintenance.
And we were struggling. That was a game we would have won the league if we won that game, but we ended up losing. And I was just like, this, like, kicking off. The pitch is awful, obviously, not actually thinking that.
Mate.
My arsehole fell out because I was playing
Say
in the
that
stadium.
now, mate, step 5.
There's some bad pitches.
Oh, mate, my home pitch, Guildford's home pitch.
Carpet or no?
It is a holiday, beach holiday. You can sunbathe on that. It's so sandy.
I don't know why, like, is it a lot to just maintain the pitch though?
But you know what it is? I think it is. I think
it
is. I think it's a lot to make. You know why I think it's a lot? Money. Money's one. You only got to pay someone to look after the pitch.
I would just get a massive sheet when it's raining.
Yeah.
And get like a groundsman to roll it up.
Yeah, but you
know
think,
what I mean?
Yeah, we think it's hard.
But you're paying bad players.
Yeah.
Look after your pitch.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
And you know what's funny? You get that at so many other the pitches. Every club does their pitch up. That's why in September you're flying. Pitches are carpet crisp.
Astros.
And then I hate Astro too. We'll get onto the Astro because mate, I've had 3 injuries on Astro.
I hate Astro, man.
Terrible. But in step 5, you see an Astro, you're like, okay, I'm getting a flat surface today. So you kind of, when you get higher up, when you start playing step 4 and pitches are decent, then you're like, I don't like Astro too much. But mate, some of the pitches at step 5 have been like, I played on Guildford City's quite bad.
Molesley, honking.
I haven't played there, but
mate, no.
It sounds bad. Camberley's
pitch. Their pitch is honking, man. Play there for an 18s game.
I played there on a damp Saturday. So
it's more grass. It's more mud than it's grass.
Muddy. And it's on a slope, a hill.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So you're running uphill on mud. And it is like...
it's just a joke.
Shocking. Can't play football. And that's one thing about non-league. Why it's so... Sometimes why I think it's so long balls because clubs know what they're playing with. You can't play football. That's why clubs say shell it in behind 90 minutes. Play channels and just areas, shell it, run, spin it. Don't play no football. Like, I played a team this year, like, I'm not going to say names because...
No, call them out.
Future suitors. I can't. I do too much for the game. Like, I'm telling you, their midfielders, didn't play one pass that whole game.
Yeah.
Every time they got the ball, they added it on. They helped it on. Every time.
So God.
Add it on. They didn't control the ball. They didn't anything. They didn't even control to add it on. Ball dropped to them. Add it on channel. But the thing is, like I rate it because their channel balls were because some people,
just hit the channel.
The thing is, some people just kick the ball and they think that's channels. Like a channel is in the space behind the fullback.
Yeah.
Some people ping the ball and it goes to the centre half's head. That's not a ping the channel. Channel's got to go in that space. In behind the back line. That's where the ball's got to go. But
so just talk to me about Tooting. Obviously, you would have left school.
Yeah.
How did that come about? I'm just going to let you take the reins here. Talk to me.
So obviously, I've left, obviously COVID, we were COVID during the GCSEs. My older brother, Ray, he's a coach there actually, tell a lie now. He was there, innit? And it's so mad because I remember that year, I thought I was going to get signed by a pro club before COVID. So I remember I used to go watch Tooting play. They were playing Bostic leagues, like a proper, that's the Ishmael under 18 league, that's a proper popular league back then. At Dartford and them teams were in it. They were getting bopped every week, 9s, 10s. You used to go watch them get flogged every week. And I was like, bro, you will never. I was like, you will never catch me at Tooting ever. This club is rubbed out. Like you get like my brother was getting like holding it, like they were getting enjoyed. Like it was peak. They know it's not even a poor because they were getting enjoyed. Like the other team were enjoying them. But then obviously I ended up going there because I didn't have nothing else. Me me and my boy Rice, because we kind of went everywhere together until he's gone Mill. But even at pro clubs, we used to go to the same pro clubs together when we were younger. Yeah. We went everywhere together, same clubs, and then we both went, signed there. And it's funny because a lot of my boys, shout out to him, because a bear of my boys are there, innit? Like, these are my brothers for life. It was an amazing experience. Like,
best footballing experience, would you say?
Yeah, those 2 years at the academy was some of the funniest and best football I played. Like my brother's year had some of the funniest. Like, I'm telling you, when you go to football college, it might not be the best at some places, but for my one, it was good because Y2 was sick when I was there. I'm not sure, but it's not now. When I was there, they used to really, really promote young players. They used to play young players. So I got first team opportunities. Many people did. But one thing I would say is that they could have given a little bit more, because we had a really sick. The second years when I was in first years were unreal. They had some guy called Kessner Clark. He's at Fisher now. He lost the player final. He was peak. Like, he was mad. Nuts. Goal bags, man. Just goals. Wasn't good at football. A lot of strikers at non-league aren't actually good footballers. They just know they know how to put the ball between the sticks. They get good. But then we had, like, my brother was but he was just captain, you know what I mean? Like, he's like a Jordan Henderson. Like, you know what's funny? Some people, I'm telling you, you know I've deeped about non-league.
Are you better than your brother?
Yeah, way better. He'll tell you.
Fair play.
But like, he was vocal, so he got himself out of it. Like, he talked a lot. So, like, you know, some players that talk more than they play, but you need the talkers in the team. That's why communication is key.
I think I talk more than I play.
Communication is key. You know what I mean? No, like I said, know your ability. Know what you're good at. He knew what he was good at. And you know what, he captained them to 4 trophies, so I can't say much, mate. So yeah, that was a good team. They had a player called Anwar Cisse that was there. He's gone abroad to play pro. Like, he's mad.
Who was the best player you played with at Turin? Would you say?
Oh, such a good question. I played with so many good
players. I'll give you 3, because you've named a few, but I'll give you 3, the top 3 that you played.
Top 3.
So your brother's not even in contention?
My brother's nowhere. No, he was good vibes though. He was good. Playing with him. No. Because you know what? I'm telling you, never, ever, I will never, ever play, because he doesn't play anymore in it, but if he did, I would never play first team with him, ever. When you play with your brother, he speaks to you like we're at home, like we're at yard, like he's like, bruv, like patting up, like, bruv, we're on the pitch together, like we're not at yard, we're not arguing over who's playing PlayStation right now. It's bored, you get me? But my top 3, I'm going to add a senior player in, because I want to mention him, because he was real. So I would say Anwar was just peak, just athletic, fast, strong, right foot, left foot.
Where's he now? Would you know?
He was at Leatherhead this season, and then he's a pro in Malaysia now. So he's moved abroad. So congratulations to him. Yeah. Proper nice brother as well. Obviously, Rais, he's a pro for Mill. Just unreal, sick player. Like, you do things like he'd run past 7 man and score.
I saw that today. Like, funny enough, like, he's in the corner, like nutmeg.
And it was funny. Like, it's so mad because he's a proper real brother, because he just stay at my yard. Like, you come to my house after training and just sleep there. Like, he's just down to earth. They see these man that go pro that just like, I'm out of bits. Let me buy my rental Mercedes and forget about all the man then. But he remembers his roots in it, so I rate it. And then there's one player, his name's Jordan Clark. They call him Peanut, innit? That's what he's known as.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's head shape. But he's known as Peanut, innit? But he was like an Eden Hazard. Like, his attitude stunk. He didn't run. But he was sick. Like, he was technically so sick. And he would create, and that's why I used to get so mad. But he was a loose screw. But like, he created so many chances.
What was the worst hairdryer you ever got in the, like, you or someone that at Tooting?
This is another good one. So Wartenham Hersham away, we're 1-1 against them. We should be beating them. We've missed like 2 open goals. By the way, we're battling relegation right now. But this is like 20 games in, so this could be a turnaround for our season, right? It's 1 when we come in. Obviously, bearing in mind everyone's buzzing, like we're playing well in it. But obviously, we have a guy called our captain Nathan Daly, or the Daly in it. He was like to Rais, he's like, bruv, you're not pressing properly. Like, why you not pressing him? And then Rais thinks he's pressing in it, so he's like, bruv, no, I am pressing properly. And what Daly's getting hype, and he's like, no, you're not pressing properly. But obviously, like, he's a bit of an idiot, because he thinks that he could just chat to these man like they're normal brothers, isn't it? Obviously, these bearing in mind, like, we were 18, like he's like 29, bro. Like, he's 10 years older than us, same as like my older brothers and that. Like, what are you talking to? Getting mad. They're saying holding him back, like he's about to scrap this guy. Like, because in non-league, people are like, when you're a young player, people don't understand that the senior players at that level, that's their Champions League, bro. That's their Prem. These man want to win games. They want to win trophies. They enjoy winning. Like, obviously, we're trying to push up the leagues, innit? Like, But by the grace of God, we all push out the leagues. But these men that are at that level, they want to win. So they'll do anything to win. So if they think you're not doing the right thing, and you have to remember as well, like, when you're a kid, I would never recommend you, like, trying to be the big boy. You're not that, like, these...
No, I've done that, and I've made that mistake of trying to go into a team, and because I'm obviously a vocal person outgoing anyway, sort of trying to like, make my stamp. You can't do that straight away. You've got to sort of relax, know your role.
You've got to earn it. You've got to earn that. You've got to earn, because I was quiet, but as I started playing well, you kind of got out of your shell. I could kind of start telling people what to do. Yeah. But yeah, he got a hair dry that day. Like, he got it. Yeah, like, it was peak. And but like, it's one of those things, because you laugh about it now, but in the moment you're like, okay. And also, like, you think I wasn't stepping in, but I was sitting down. I was tired. I was running. I was pressing. Like, I was tired. But yeah, that's a hair. Like, he got a hair dry that day. Like, it was peak. And that's why sometimes young players think that these senior men would smack them up. Like,
no, they won't.
Yeah, these men are not joking, bro. I'm telling you, I've seen it in change rooms. Like,
I don't want to skip past this, but just talk to you about, obviously, it's a great experience at Tooting. You're winning, playing well. You get your first knee injury, and obviously we know the difficulties of that. But then obviously in the second year you get another one. Yeah. Just talk to me about that period between the two knee injuries and how that affected you.
So mentally, I'll tell you about my story. My second year at Tooting, I was meant to start in the FA Cup for the first team when I was 17. Mad. That is a amazing achievement. Tooting and Mitchell, when they were step 4 flying, like, they were actually really good at the time. Then what happened is, you see, when you sign non-league papers, I've written my name wrong. So my full name is Jaiden Lee Caleb Chang Brown. That's my full name. I've written Jaiden Caleb Lee Chang Brown. Because remember, I haven't signed no papers, so I actually didn't know that's how my middle name was aligned. So I've written my papers wrong, but this is a separate story. So then, I think the day before I done my knee, or like, I think a few days before, I was working at summer camp at Tooting. I got a call from the gaffer, who's my gaffer at Guildford, funny enough. He was like, oh, like, is that your name on the thing? He's like, yes, my name. He's like, bruv, it's not. It's like something went wrong. Your papers ain't gone through, innit? So you can't play FA Cup. So I'm like, flip. Like, I bear in mind, I'm meant to start in the FA Cup at 17. Like, it's like mad opportunity. Massive. I made my first team debut against Balham a few weeks before, played well. I'm getting a first team debut at 17. Like, but I just turned 17. It's not like I just turned 17 in June. This is like July. I'm coming towards August. Then in a pre-season friendly, we're playing Chatham Town under 19s. What's happened is that got the ball. A striker's pushed me into one of my boys running towards me. Striker's pushed me into it. He's ran into me. Knees popped out. I'm on the floor. It's just like, it gets popped back in, right? But then when you do your knee, you realise what happens when you go physio and they tell you how long you're out for. I thought I was going to be out for a month. 1 month. I'd done it before already. I was out for a month and I was back. I was like, a month, pattern. Bro, I was out for like 5-6 months, bro. Out injured. And I was just like, seeing my boys playing FA Youth Cup, couldn't play with them. Obviously, like, it's so funny because I went to all the matches, I watched all the boys because obviously, like, it's the man in a minute, but I was just like sitting on the side, I was like, this is dark. Like, going from meant to be playing first team this season for step 4 first team at 17. Now, people don't understand that is very good. At 17, centre back starting in first team. That's mad to even say that. To them being injured, not getting no minutes. Like, I came back in January, played like 10 games that year. To be fair, I made one appearance for the first team in a friendly against Merson when they were in step 3. But then other than that, and it kind of ruined my that year. That was the year before I made my first team debut. So the year before I started playing first team. And then I had a 6 season at Tooting, played 25 times, 21 starts. Although we didn't get relegated, I was one of the standout players for the team that year. To be fair, I thought I had a good season, I'm not gonna lie. And I think the gaffer and also the fans, when I see them, they also said that. I remember when I saw the fans one time when we played Tooting again, they were like, oh yeah, Jaiden, you know what I mean? Like, you were a bright spot last year. Like, we missed you in it. Like, we want you to stay, get it. So fans loved me there as well. And then I went Salford I played in a non-league gem showcase. Shout out non-league gems as well. A lot of you non-league players should tap into them. They're like a big showcase. They highlight non-league players going pro, and they just highlight non-league players that are having good seasons, which I respect and I rate, putting a light to non-league. And then they gave me an opportunity to play in their showcase game. Obviously, massive opportunity, massive. Oxford City stadium, pro scouts, left, right and centre. Massive opportunity. Played that game just for my 19th birthday. played well. Bolton. Like I think when clubs highlight you, it's like they're now looking at you. Now they're watching your game. So Bolton, and they told me Bolton, Oxford United, and then Salford City gave me a trial. That's probably one of my best games at centre half. There was a step 3 striker, young guy that played 3,000 minutes at step 3 that season, and I pocketed him. Because obviously I think playing against kids is the easiest thing. Playing against someone my age, I find that's so easy. Because I've been playing against men for a whole year, I found it easy. Yeah. Played sick, went on trial at Salford, had a shocking trial.
Was that, do you think, because obviously you've been in that environment before.
Yeah.
What do you think changed? Did you think, obviously you're older, so you're aware of the opportunity and what can happen, and the potential rewards. Do you think that impacted your day-to-day when you're on trial? Yeah,
like, to be fair, like when I got that trial, I got gassed, I was happy, like, and then when I went there, bro, I was nervous, bro. I went there, I was nervous. Like, the first day, torrential rain, it's in the north, it's in north? Yeah, north.
Yeah, it's Manchester.
Went there, kit didn't even fit me. Man's wearing medium, I'm extra large. Oh. Shorts are looking like batty riders. It was mad. Oh. Kit is, if I lift my hands up, like the kit's, my belly, it's
man's
crazy.
Got a crop top.
Yeah, man's got a
batty riders.
Batty rider and crop top like I'm a gal. Like, it was mad. Like, I went out there, the rain was, when I say the rain was torrential.
Yeah.
Like torrential rain in summer.
Yeah.
The rain was torrential. The ball was zipping across the floor. I'm doing passing. I'm like, bro, I'm so nervous. I'm like, because when you go to a pro trial and you haven't been to one and you're 8, you genuinely think it's life or death. You think that if I don't sign this pro at this club,
I'm done.
My career's done. My career's over.
You start to have the wrong type of thoughts.
So then, obviously I went there, and to be fair, some of the lads there were a bit. There was a few lads there that were a bit weird.
What was the standard? I think.
The standard wasn't even. That's the thing. The standard wasn't even spectacularly high.
You were always gonna have a little bit of a culture clash because obviously it's north versus south.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the time I've had people who say they've gone on trial to northern clubs and they're like, I have a mate who used to play for Wolves. I know it's in the Midlands, but their banter's just so bad. Like, I'm used to being in a change room with men. They're chucking chewing gum on the floor and they're laughing their heads off. Like, I just found them weird.
Yeah.
Like, would you say it's the same thing as a little bit?
I would say there was a few guys from ends. There was one guy that, and there was 2 guys there that I knew mutuals of, innit. Both of them are from ends. But then there was some of the guys that from up with. I just found them a bit weird. I don't know. Like, they weren't really. I didn't really feel invited in, if that made sense. Also, because I'm an introvert as well, it's hard for me to go to new environments and feel like I'm involved. And that's one thing about going into new environments as someone like me. It's tough to feel like you belong. It's tough to feel like you fit in. And I went there, I was so nervous. Like, I remember, also as well, I'm a family man. I'm a proper family man. I felt so homesick. Like, I was like staying in this room that I've never been in. I was in the digs, and I've never been to digs before. Like, new room. I didn't even bring enough clothes. Like, I was so unprepared. I'm telling you, I was so unprepared. Like, I just came back from holiday and I was like, okay, I went on a trial for 4 days. Yeah, man just needs 4 sets of clothes, innit? Like, man just bought enough boxes to survive, innit? But I was like, surely man's got washing machine and that. Do you get it? Like, I didn't know, bro. There was another guy there, I forgot his name, Jordan. He was at Watford, funny enough, proper cool guy. Like, but man stepped into his room, man had his Fire Stick, Apple Mac, man had his whole ward, like 10 different. I'm like, brother, like, bro, are you here for a motive? Like, are you here to go a night out? Like, but he's like, no, we're just here for 5 days for trial. If you go out or do it, I'm like, what? Like, we're just kicking ball and coming yard. Like, what's going on? I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. So it was just mad. And then I don't think I trained that well. Like, and like, thinking of it now, at the level that there wasn't anyone there that, in terms of, for me, that stood out in terms of quality. Like, the Jordan guy was quite good, actually. Like, he was a proper, like, Kante, aggressive midfielder. But for example, the defenders, I could have easily played at the back for that team. Yeah. But again, I feel like I just didn't show myself up. But then that's like, do you know what I mean? I think something happens, you know what I mean? And obviously, I can't go and say that I'm good enough to be there, because if I was, I would be there. So I'm not the type of guy to, like, downplay something. Yeah. I'm not on that. If I'm good enough, I would have been there. So I had that mentality. Then I came back, going from step 4 to a pro trial, to being on top of the world, having no club, had no club. 2 didn't want me back. Went to a few step 4 clubs, didn't want me. Didn't want me, or too far. Then I went to Abbey Rangers. Shout out Abbey Rangers, lovely club. Gaffers, people there, players. I love everyone there. Amazing club. They took
Pitch wasn't great last night, though, to be honest with you.
We did play there?
Yeah, we played there last night.
To be fair, I've heard that obviously now they don't look after the pitch. When I was there,
they have a pitch share with Staines Lammer. I think that's what's so.
Yeah, and I think when I was there, they didn't have a pitch here, and also when I was there, they had a groundsman. So the pitch was good, and he had the nice Astro at the back that he trained on. And you got food on Thursday. Like that club was.
Oh
beautiful.
my god, yeah, my mate plays from now. He's like, yeah, we get food after training.
Oh,
I'm like,
bro,
food after training is nuts,
bro.
They had decent as well.
They had Mexican night, on Thursday. That was like the best day ever. You go in,
Tapas.
train, and they're like, they had the nacho, the wraps. But then they had it, bro. It was brazy, bro. And they look after you. They had like 2 physios. It was so nice. It was lit, and the changing was massive. That they had. I hate non-league sometimes, because the change rooms are so flipping small. That's one thing I don't. I want to be able to stretch. Like, bro, I'm out here stretching in the corridor, bro. No, I can't even sit. I don't even have a space to sit down without. I can't even let my legs breathe.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting like this and my hands like this.
Yeah.
The training rooms are too small.
Yeah.
But mate, Abbey Rangers was a beautiful, and I met some funny characters there. Like,
so just talk to me about Abbey, and obviously where you're at now. You go to Abbey, you're coming off going at pro trial at Salford.
Yeah.
And then it's like, obviously, that knockdown. And I feel like sometimes that bounce back is more important because
it's humbling, though, bro. It's humbling, bro. Like, you go to step 5, like, I'm looking at these men thinking, bro, why am I even here, bro? Like, I'm like, and on not even on the arrogant one, but it's almost like, how have I ended up? How have I ended up? Like, how has life ended up here? Like, you go from football's such an unpredictable sport. You go from so high to like step 5 trial. By the way, I didn't even. Obviously, they signed me on the first day, but like, I didn't go in. Like, for example, if I played dead, they wouldn't sign me in it. So I didn't go in. I didn't go there. Confirmed. I wasn't confirmed. So I'm technically trying for step 5 team. I'm like, bro, this is wild. Playing with man that they care about the pint after the game more than the actual match. You know what I mean? The pint is part of the game. They're excited to have a pint with the lads after the match.
I like that bit. Do you know what? I like that bit of football in the sense of being in the clubhouse after and talking about the match.
Yeah.
Obviously, the match is the most important thing. The football is the most important thing. But I feel that sort of culture, in the sense of we're all in this together. When you get it right, it can definitely push on a team.
So to be fair, socials key. I think a lot of young players
need to go to socials, man.
Disregard socials, bro. Like, I don't party, I don't club. That's not what I stand for. But for example, if it's a social, I'll show my face and I'll go there.
Night.
Do you know what I mean? I'll go there. If it's a little if it's go to a bar, I'll be there and I'll be with the player. Because I'm telling you, you have to build relationships with the players and also the gaffers. You got to a lot of young players. They
try and bob it off.
They play like they want to leave the club. You can't. they like, I get it. Like, I'm gonna act like I want to be playing stuff. I don't. So any team I sign up for at step 5, they know that I have aspirations to play higher. But I'm not going to the club moving like I want to leave. Yeah. I'm going to be at the club
and be a part of the club.
Be a part of the club. If the club have a day out, I'm going to be there. If the clubs are, I'm there bantering and training.
Are you busy in the group chat?
I'm not busy in the group chat, but I'm busy at training though. I'm proper busy at training. Because you know what's funny thing about me? You travel so far. I can't travel so far and not have a laugh. Like, not actually enjoy my training. I can't. Like, brother, I'm traveling. Like an hour and a half to training, like on TFL. Like, I'm at 20 minute walk to brother. I'm not gonna go there and just banter everyone. And they're like, I love SSG. I'm like, mate, SSGs are the best thing at training. Just like getting onto your mates, telling him he's awful, telling him press him, he's terrible. That's I love training. I think for me,
he's a trigger.
Yeah. I'm vocal at training. I'm proper vocal at training. I'm all about it.
So obviously now we're gonna bring it to the present day.
Yeah.
You're at Guildford City.
Yeah.
Where did the social media aspect come into it? I know it started a year or season ago beforehand, but where did that come into it in Guildford City? How did that go?
So I started my series navigating non-league this year because I felt like obviously I had a bad second year in non-league. Obviously Abbey was amazing, a lovely club, but I had a lot of injuries and I stopped playing in like March, so I didn't play the last end of the season. I didn't like football anymore, and I thought, you know what? Let me actually document my journey and try and inspire in it. So I started the journey, and obviously you guys know the journey started at Phoenix, went to SER. Like, things there weren't great, not gonna lie, but then ended up at Guildford, and I think Guildford really revived my love for the game in terms of I felt like I finally found a gaffer that actually played me how I wanted to be played, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of everyone plays best under certain gaffer. For example, you might be a winger that thrives in running behind, or you might be someone that's able to feet and that's to spin, or like, but the gaffer plays me how I like to be played. I like to be played in front of the defence, breaking up play and starting attacks. That's me. I played for teams where I'm pressing fullbacks and just mad things like that. That's not my game.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I found a gaffer who knows my game and my game suits the team that I play for. So I think it
So
really
it's a
helped my
win-win
career. Like, I was just like playing my best football, enjoying it. And the P's weren't even mad, but I was loving every minute of it. Like going there, having a laugh with everyone, playing, enjoying it, meeting some great characters. Like Guildford City, I've met some proper cool guys there, man. Like, and shout out to the club, because the club as well, they look after you as well. They're a nice group of lads, you know what I mean? So, and obviously with my TikTok as well, I've really tried to send a positive out on non-league, because I think some players, especially pros that drop off from the game, and also players that don't sign a pro when they're 18, they genuinely think that football's over. But there's one, a lot of money to be made in non-league, and also two, there's a way for you can have your job and also have the competitive side of football that people love. And it's not something it's like I'm competing for a trophy. I've got 300 fans behind me that love me. You can win trophies. You can get medals. And it's funny because people genuinely think that these things are meaningful, bro. If this is step 8, it means something.
Yeah.
Winning a trophy at any level, it means something. Yeah. You're celebrating a cup, it doesn't matter what it is.
And you build relationships or moments with people, you know what I mean? That you never thought you could.
And I'm telling you, like, it's mad because the fans at Guildford, there's a bunch of young fans, Guildford Ultras, like these like 15 kids.
Did they have a banner?
Yeah, they have a banner. These man are loud, bro.
What banner, drums?
Yeah, they're on it. But like, it's those things, like these 7 like youths, like, they're just kids in it. But like, you want to win for them, bro. Like, they're back on, like, Jaiden, go and score. Like, I'm like, let me go get in the box and score. Do you know what I mean? Like, and some people think that non-league's a jolly up. It's not, bro. Like, people take that stuff seriously, bro. And there's. I don't want to talk about money too much. I'm talking about how P's are, but I'm telling you, like, people can make a great
you can make
bit of P's.
Amazing.
Like, I know some people that are on some stupid P's. Like, I've just heard there's certain clubs in my league. I've heard there's certain clubs in my league that there's players on $1,000 a week. I've heard it.
Wait, it's step 5, bro.
It's either $1,000 a week or it's $1,000 a month. Either way,
that's nuts.
That's what I'm saying. There's money to be made. And also as well, like, imagine getting paid. Imagine having a job, right? Like, you're having your job. You are, I don't know, you've gone uni. You are working finance. For example, just using a broad thing. You're on $3,000 a month. You train Tuesday night, Thursday night. Thursday night, you might not even train because you play Tuesday night. Yeah. So Thursday night, you might not even train. And you play Saturday. You're with the lads. And you get paid £200 a week. It's £800 a week for doing what?
You're loving
for playing football. That's not even that serious. No. It's not that. It's as serious as you make it.
Yeah.
There's people that I'm telling you. There's people in non-league, that get bread. They show up to have fun, and they don't even take it. They don't train outside of football. They don't even go gym. Their workout is football on the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And there's so much money to be made. And also, it's bro. I love non-league, man, and that's why I'm an advocate for. Because I want people to. I want to make non-league become more popular. Because so hopefully, like, scouts and things can come and watch non-league. And also as well, there's so many gems.
So much talent, man.
So much talent, so much young players. Even the older players you see that are just like sick. Here? Like, there was one keeper that I played for, best keeper in the league at step 5, by the way, Dave Gray, plays for Nap Hill, bruv. Unreal. Like, you like, he's like De Gea. Like, he is like a cat. Like, his reflexes, his shot stopping is sick. But then you have these funny guys that don't take football seriously, but are just really good. And you look at them and you're just like, mate, why don't you take football seriously? And he's just like, there's one guy called Jack Carragher, he was at Abbey, mate. He's a proper good guy. Like, if he took ball seriously, he could be a player, but he just wants to play for fun. Yeah. And you just find those guys at non-league, and it's just funny. Like, they just want to play football for fun. They enjoy the game. They're in it for the money. They just want to have a competitive game on a Saturday. They want to have a pint after the game, and they want to go home and laugh. Yeah. That's what they want to do. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I love about non-league, man. That there's so much potential there, man, and there's so much talent and there's so much in store at that level, bro. And that's why I love how there's so, like, even that black, what's his name, Jensen Adeyanju. Have you heard of him? About him?
Yeah.
Even him, like, his thing just showing no leagues, like,
I love him, man.
He's the vibes funny. And like, even like, for example,
people say that I talk like him much. I don't.
You do. No, you do. You do.
No, don't do that one. No, don't do that one.
Yeah. Where are you from? Like, area? Like,
around here.
Yeah. But he must be from around here as well.
No, but I don't like that comparison though.
Why?
Because I'm getting brothers, like the lads in the group chat, like, oh, I found your brother.
Oh yeah.
But look, why have you been to this game with him?
He's banter though. He's banter.
He's supposed to come to a Langley game this season. Yeah.
He's proper sick though. But yeah, like, I just think we need to shed light upon the non-league side of the game, man. And I think that's where I stand. That's why I started making content, man. I want to help promote and also help highlight and obviously use my faith as well. Because obviously there's a lot of Christian athletes out there that don't really know how to do the Christian thing and football, how do they navigate it both. So you're kind of navigating non-league and you're navigating Christ at the same time. So that's my message really for the people.
Talk to me about 24, 25. Did you achieve what you wanted? Did you get the goals, or did you achieve what you wanted really? And what's your goals for 25, 26 going into next season?
So my goal was this season to get back to enjoying it.
Yeah.
So I ticked that because I was having a blast. I enjoyed football this season, I'm not gonna lie. Bar 1 or 2 games, I enjoyed the season overall. My goal was to play more than 30 games, and I played 30 on the dot. Yeah. So I can say I can tick that off. My goal was to score, I didn't score, so I can X that. Big X.
Have you scored in your senior career?
I haven't scored in my senior career, no. Yeah.
How many games have you got? How many appearances?
I've got 72.
72 games without a goal?
Yeah. It's all right. But I think if I score a goal, I'll take my top off. I don't care if we're losing 5-0 and I've got a yellow. I'll hold the red.
Top off and a red and a 5-1
Yeah.
Fairs.
Yeah.
No fairs. That's commitment to the cause.
It's commitment to the cause. I planned it out in my head, my first goal. Because that goal, when you score a goal, the euphoria that you get. I still remember.
No feeling.
And then what's funny, you remember the feeling as well of scoring a goal. That's why you're like, you score a goal and it's like, you go to centre circle, it's like, you're buzzing, you're like, let me get the ball again.
Yeah,
and I think I achieved what I wanted to achieve because I've enjoyed my football. I think I've showcased my ability very well. I know that a lot of clubs have seen me at my best, so I've showcased. And also as well, one thing I think I played my best football this season against the best teams in the league, which I think is the best thing to do. My best games came against all the teams in the playoffs. Yeah. I played well against, so I think that's the most, like, when you play well against teams that are like at the bottom,
table, it doesn't really.
It's not the same feeling. Do you know what I mean? Then when you play good against teams that are actually half decent, do you know what I mean? So, but I think overall, my goal was to play 30 games, to enjoy it, and to also to score. And I didn't score, but I think overall, I don't really like to set goals like let me try to get to step 3. Because I feel like when I'm at my best, if you're good enough, you'll get there. So that's my mindset. I don't like to set goals in terms of if I do this and I sign for step 4, I sign step 3, I don't have those goals. I'm just like, you know what? If I play well, boy, if it's for me, it won't go past me. And I think, like, using the Bible verse for my stuff that I love, Romans 8:28, it says, "For all things work together for those who love God." Like, I know that my whole story will eventually work together. I'll eventually end up at the level that I'm destined to play at. And some people think that they're destined to play pro. Unfortunately, some of you, man, are not destined to play professional football. I don't want to numb anyone's dreams. But some of you might be destined to play step 3 for the rest of your life. But bearing in mind, the money in football, but 5 years' time, it's going to be full-time. Exactly. I call it now, it's going to be full-time football in step 3. People genuinely think that they have to make it pro to have a successful career. You can be playing in front of 1,500 fans at step 3, at step 2, even at step 4 potentially. Do you know what I mean? So don't get caught up in going pro. Just get caught up in playing the best you can and playing the best level that you can.
Enjoying football, man. I know it seems cliche, but I think when you're enjoying it, everything, like I said, everything will come together.
Yeah, and that's what I think, man. I think that's where my mindset's been at recently. Like, I've not been caught up so much in the achievement, but I've been caught up mainly of trying to do the best. And also, I know that I have a bigger calling upon my life. I know that I've got to help non-league players and also help people just know God a little bit more, man. That's where my outlook on life has now become. So I've kind of shifted away from, can I sign a pro contract? I've almost shifted my mindset to, can I be a positive light in the non-league industry and within Christian athletes? And that's my ethos, and that's kind of more of my goal than actually signing a pro contract at the end of the day now. Because I feel like that's where my help is going to be for the people. So yeah, man, that's what I'd say. What about you? What do you think about your season, would you say?
Do you know what? I think if you ask me, did I achieve everything that I wanted to achieve in 24, 25? Did I get out what I put in? No.
Yeah.
But I remember sitting on the sideline watching all my mates get promoted and watching my mates win cups and their mums hugging them, and I just think to myself, I remember like praying to myself silently on the side, and I was like, I've got to be in this position, like, whatever it takes, whatever it is. Because I made that decision not to play last year, and it's like, I had to be in that position. And obviously, like, I've pointed to it, I made a joke about it, but that is just like, I have to say, I didn't do that. You know, I didn't win that cup last night. I didn't have an impact because I didn't play the game. In the final, I didn't get on. And that was all gone. And I feel like it was a little bit like saying, I've still got you. I'm still here with you.
But it's a taste of success. And I feel like, again, don't get caught up in other people's success, because I can only reference the Bible. It talks about God has plans to prosper us. And one thing I realized about plans is that plans have numerous steps.
Yeah.
Plans, your plan and my plan, both of our plans could be to be a professional footballer by the grace of God. But the plan for us to get there is going to be different. You might go pro next year. I might go pro in 3 years' time. But the plan is the plan that has different steps to reach the same goal. So I don't think because your life right now is not where you want it to be. Like, if you're a truly arrogant follower of God and you actually love God, there's a plan for you to actually prosper, not to harm you. So that's why I have almost a sense of peace that, you know what, regardless of where my career is, regardless if I'm playing step 7 next year, I know that, you know what, this is probably part of my plan to reach my success or the prosperity that is before me. My prosperity could be to play step 2 for the rest of my life. That could actually genuinely be my prosperity. But it's God's plan for my life, not my own. So
just last few things before we finish off. One goal for 24-25 or 24-25, 25-26.
My goal is to score.
To score
a goal. And also, to be fair, my actual realistic goal is to try and get 50 appearances. Because that non-league, you can actually play 50 games.
Yeah, you can play 50 games.
So I really want to get 50. It's unrealistic, but you know what I mean? I've got to put my trust and faith in God. 50 appearances, I want to score a goal. And to be fair, I want to put it now. I mean, we're on a podcast. I want to get 10 goal contributions.
How many did you get this year?
I think I got 4 assists, maybe.
4 assists, 4 goals.
Yeah,
that's 8.
Yeah, so
you just need to tack on 2 more assists.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to get 10 goal contributions, and just play as much as I can. And also, we'll continue to enjoy the game as well. And also, as well, I'm going to try to get on TikTok, man. That's my goal, man. I want to kind of take my TikTok to a new height, man. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like non-league is just getting started, man. My content, I've been doing content for a while, but the non-league content, bro, it's just getting started, man. Everything's falling into place. Do you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? We're only on the up from here, man. So that's what I would say my goals. What about yourself, man? Share your goals today.
25, 26 goals. Score 20 goals.
Yeah.
Go somewhere where I'm appreciated.
Yeah.
Playing every week. I just want to play, man.
Yeah,
if I'm going to boil it down to anything simple, I just want to play.
Yeah.
My last question for you before we end is one question for the next guest.
Next guest. Why do you play the game?
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 What is your purpose of playing football?
Right. Yeah. I've been JB.
I've been JC, man.
Thank you for listening to the Penny Spot podcast.
See you next one.